We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts throwing right away. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
61. That's right.
Here's Wilson. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Jets had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll run with Hall. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. To throw again on second down. Wilson gets it underneath to Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
They'll try to run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for. The ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on the
Hurts fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That's complete. Mike Strong with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. Here's Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Franklin Myers. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Bryce Hall. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wilson will throw again. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, a 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Elijah Moore.
50 yards.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Hurts throw caught by Pierce.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. Delivers another one to Pierce.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
From the 27, Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's Wilson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Straight ahead is Hall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about it. He's got a man complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Hurts. And he's got Pierce.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Now the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. Touchdown. Breece Hall, 31 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, Hurts. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. A good pickup there at 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Left side, he finds Pierce. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Zerline's kick is up and through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that'll be taken in by Strong.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
A give running right is Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line.
61 yards on the ground for him so far.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be out of...
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're probably out of their defenses. Hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
John Franklin Myers
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And going right back to Pittman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And now the Jets are going to get...
Hall has it knocked loose.
And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage has switched to their opponent.
Here we go. Set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
But all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Jets, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll look to get